Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Firehouse Theater View, or the Firehouse View as we call it. I am Craig Bowman, and I'm joined today by the one and only Sonny Franks. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Where are we? Tell the good people out there where we are.
We are in Gainesville, Georgia. That's where we are right now. Actually, that's where the story takes place.
Right.
We're traveling around telling this story. So we're actually in Farmers Branch, but we're telling the people the story of Gainesville, Georgia, where, of course, you may remember Jesus was born.
I think I've not heard that before.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Gainesville.
That's the case.
Very few people know that. Jesus was born in Gainesville, Georgia.
So the next show for the Firehouse Theater is at the back lot, or the parking lot, back right behind the theater. It's outside. Everything is social distance and very, very safe. You have been with the show Cotton Patch Gospel forever, including you're on the front of this, yes? I mean,
Yes.
You go way back.
Do we have the place where they put it, like on the talk shows, where the camera can get it? They always put it in a special place.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm on the cover there of the, not the Rolling Stone, but I'm right there down front. I'm that guy.
That's what I thought.
I'm that young face down front. And this is Tom Key, who wrote the show, co-wrote the show, and originated the role as a one-man show.
Oh, wow.
Until Harry Chapin came along and said, I really like this show. I'd like to write some music for it.
Oh, wow.
So Harry Chapin sat down. They worked out Harry Chapin wrote the music.
So tell us about this experience. Where was this photo taken and when?
Well, this photo was taken at the Dallas Theater Center at the Arts District Theater.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what year was it? I have no idea. I can't remember the year.
It's okay.
But this was actually I want to say the 6th production that I had done of it.
Wow.
The very first production I ever did was with Tom Key, and the bass player was Pete Coram, who was in the original off-Broadway cast and in the video that they made. And anyway, but this experience was amazing, working with Tom Key, who co-created the show with Russell Trays, and Russell Trays directed him, and to get to do the show with him and his energy and just his vitality and what he brought to the story and the role and the stage was just amazing.
Very cool.
And I was just a kid. I was a kid playing my banjo among these.
How long have you been playing the banjo since you were how old?
Well, I started playing guitar when I was 6, and then I started sort of playing banjo when I was in junior high school, and then I took 4 lessons on the banjo, and so that's where I learned the Scruggs style finger picking, and then just played it forever, and started, because I was involved in theater as well. I kept stumbling across these opportunities, much like this, where the actors are also the musicians.
Yes, you get cast more often if you have those talents.
Yeah, when you have,
right.
Yeah, the more tricks you have in your bag, the more likely you are to get cast.
So for this one, you're music directing.
I'm music directing.
Tell us about what that's like. It's different than being
music directing. It is. It's fun. It's kind of frustrating, but ultimately the payoff, when, like with these folks, not knowing exactly what people brought to the table, and having people come and say, well, I think in 2.5 weeks I can learn to play that. And having people that are courageous enough to come in and do that and learn things and try something different and kind of step out of their comfort zone. And of course, because I've done the show so many times, I'm very meticulous about things. It's got to be this way. It's got to be that way. And then you start to realize, oh, wait a minute. He brings different things to the table.
Cool.
Different talents. How can we use that?
Cool.
So it may not be exactly what it was in that other production, but it'll be this time, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, Firehouse audiences will remember you from Bright Star, which also had some banjo picking,
right.
And that was written by the great Steve Martin. Now, have you ever seen him in concert?
I have. You have you?
It was amazing.
Oh my goodness!
I mean,
I'm jealous.
Funny,
I'm so jealous.
It's really all about the music.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've never met him in person. There were some there was some hope and the rumor going around that maybe Edie Brickell will be in town and maybe Steve Martin should talk him into coming in and see the show. And, you know, we're on pins and needles. And of course, I'm like, I pray he doesn't come see the show because he is notorious for coming up to people and saying, that's not the way you play it. Let me show you.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
That's how you play it.
Well, can you play something for us real fast?
I don't know.
While you're playing that, I'm going to say that tickets are on sale now for the Firehouse Theater's Cotton Patch Gospel. You just go to thefirehousetheater.com, I should say. It's running May 6th through May 23rd. Bring your blankets, but chairs and seating will be here. You can also grab a concession. They're all individually wrapped, wine and some good food that you can take to your chair and watch and enjoy this really, really outstanding, beloved musical, Cotton Patch Gospel. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Judd, oh Judd, where did you go? What you been doing? Nobody knows. With your pockets a jingling and your smile coming slow.
That's the firehousetheater.com. See you here. Thank you.
You're welcome.